59-year-old Stanley Wrice walked out of prison Wednesday after 30 years behind bars. CLTV explains why an Illinois judge overturned Rice's rape conviction 3 decades later.
Saying Wrice was tortured into confessing by lieutenants under former Chicago Police Commander John Burge. Neither lieutenant fought those allegations yesterday.
Rice's attorneys argue racism and hatred were the motivation behind the alleged torture, which led to a rape confession and ultimately a 100-year sentence.
A judge wants him to have a new trial and is allowing him to be released on bond. At his hearing, Wrice again testified about torture, and the two officers are refusing to answer questions.
They're said to have hit Wrice with a flashlight and a 2-foot-long piece of rubber.
It's now up to a special prosecutor on whether or not to retry Wrice for the 1982 crime. As for Chicago's former commander John Burge, he's currently serving a 54-month sentence for lying in a deposition in a civil case about torture and abuse of suspects by Chicago Police Department officers. This is being called the latest revelation from one of the darkest chapters in the history of the Chicago Police under Lieutenant Burge. He served 23 years with the department. The St. Louis Post-Dispatch reports Wrice joins a number of other men who have been released from prison, all because they were reportedly pressured into confessing while Burge was in power. One of Rice's attorneys describes the moment the ruling was announced. Wrice squeezed my hand and looked at me with tears in his eyes and said he owed me $1, a reference to the bet she made with Wrice recently that she would have him home by Christmas. Wrice was greeted by his 2 daughters and legal team when he was released. For Newsy, I'm Lauren Goris.